Hello again, how are we? I do need a shave, desperately. It's going to get done tonight or tomorrow, and £12 haircut, £12 hair. That'll get done before Orlando. Got a week to get that sorted. So no cone on the head, no unicorn cone today. So I literally come to film some rubbish, literally. So yeah. No albatross down there. It's 1:45, so he ain't coming. But I will get you a special Scarefest 1 o'clock or 1:30 pulling in, because there's two on a Scarefest, so which won't be long, because we're getting there, aren't we? We're getting to Scarefest. So I thought I will do one, because this is going to be the last one. So we're going to go through a lap of Alton Towers and say this is the last time you'll see this, because it won't be summer by the time I get back. So because it will be raining. Well, it's raining it soon, very very soon it'll be raining. So just see if the Haagen-Dazs strawberry cheesecake lid is here, and I can confirm it is still here. There it is, look. And then we'll see if the Pepsi can is still there, which I think is a bit further down here. Of course, there you go. Dr. Pepper Pepsi can is just there, look, for you. Gripping stuff on this channel, I tell you. Gripping stuff. So yeah. I'll grab that for next week. There you go. 'Cause I think I'm being spotted. Might be. So I'll grab that for next week and keep it in the car. Drop it down, and there you go. And I've got the ice cream in the freezer. There you go. Good one on that one. No, it did go. I can't keep the secret anymore. I've got the key and I've got the secret. There you go. There it is. That's mine. And I've got the ice cream in the freezer, which I haven't ate. I just bought it for the lid, but I will eat the ice cream soon. So there you go. So on that note, I'm going to get some yodeling on, and we'll get to Towers, because I'm delaying it because I don't want it to be a massive cadaddle getting in. So without further ado, we'll get some. Ideally, I like to eat the ice cream, but it's in the freezer at home. But we'll get some yodeling on, and we'll see you at Towers. See you in a minute. Ta-ra! Strawberry cheesecake lid. Ta-ra! Hello again, how are we? It's definitely time. Either scrap them, just take them off and get a banner. Get a vinyl banner. I know it wouldn't look as good. There's got to be a way. Because it needs. I mean, that one's fine, but we'll go through them. So I think they've had to have a new A on that one, but you can see the difference. But obviously they've lasted a while, these names. But I think it's time. The amount of times, if people are going to still peel them off, pick them off and take them home, it needs sorting. So you got that one. Whoever put them in, they put 3. I mean, they don't need 3. They could have done something else. Because if it's going to cost them, they've had a new A there. Had a new A, but they don't match. Come and have a closer look. They don't match quite. There you go, new A on that one. So that one's fine, but it just needs some perspex over. I know it'll glisten and then that'll go dirty, but there's got to be another way. So yeah, or just replace the 2 O's, because we might need 2 O's if we're not careful, because that O's a bit dodgy. And then there's another one over here. So when they did all the plaza area, I don't know what year it was, good while, they did another one down there. Oh, it must be when they took the huts out. They put they took the pay kiosks out, didn't they? And then they added, these were already added, but then they just thought, well, we'll just go with them, because that's the main building. And then they ordered, this was like group sales. So yeah, and then they did all these silly letters. I mean, they've lasted a good, I would say 10 years, I think it would be, at least. Maybe. I'll have to find out. Somebody will know. Find out when the pay kiosks went. So, on that note, we'll get in and we'll see what's cracking off inside. No entry. Try. Hello again, we're in. And I just want to point out something I don't normally do, but here, it is nice that they make an effort with the events. They change a little tinkle each time IT have a play, and they put obviously a new image on there, but depending on what event it is, and they change a little tinkle. Thought do that as well, but if it's not hard to do, why not? They've got a little tinkle on. Tinkle, there you go. Hashtag Dean's Tinkle, there you go. But yeah, got to meet the mobs on it. There you go. Look, ooh, back away from the camera, please. There you go. But yeah, just something simple. These are little effects, little things that make a difference, don't they? But it may be time. I know they're not going to. Oh, here you go. Ooh. Oh, it is a wasp. Ugh. Get away. Shall we fix the board for them? I might need 2 hands. The owl is eating. I might need 2 hands. No, there you go. Look at that. Fix the board for them with 1 hand. There you go. And on that note, don't stand here. Don't stand there, because if you're seen on the thing, don't stand there, because the death traps are that bad. They're telling you where to stand now. So yeah. So if you want to Buffy, the owl is eating. There you go. So yeah, we'll fix the board for them. And on that note, I'll see you in a minute. Ta-ra! Hashtag fix the board. Hello again, back at number 1 Tower Street. Still derelict, barren wasteland. No one in there. Still tills are still in there. So nothing cracking off with here. So you've got to go down the box office. Still no information on there. Please go down to the box office. Again, you've had your month's notice, so you got to fend for yourself, basically. So here we go. So I thought I'd come, even though it's probably rammed. I've not looked at the queue times yet. But yeah, because this is going to be kind of the last of the summer wine, isn't it? Because I didn't know that Uttoxeter Business Park was called Brookside. I could have put a little bit of Brookside music in, but I might get I might get a claim. I keep saying monetised, it's not as it is. I might get a claim on the audio. So we won't do that, but the joke was there. I saw it today, Brookside Business Park. So there you go. So yeah, I thought we'll come, because it's kind of a bit of the last summer wine, because I think we're getting storms tomorrow. And so this could be the last day of summer in the UK. So I thought we'll get you a vlog, because by the time I come back from the old Orlando, it won't be summer, will it? It'll be the 15th of September, around that. And then yeah, it'll be all miserable. It'll be time for Scarefest then, towards the end of the month. And then yeah, obviously all this event will have finished. Obviously, Minecraft Meet the Mobs. You can't meet the mobs anymore. So yeah, so it'll all be over. But we've had a very good summer, haven't we? So very good summer. So yeah, so we're going to see if the brollies. I'll keep you on. So yeah, there you go. It's all there. Look, guest services, box office. So yeah, it looks like they're staying evening. They're in the vlog. If you want to be in the vlog, there you go. Evening. So yeah, you got guest services down here now. Still coming soon. So I don't know how long this is coming soon. But apparently, because they've changed providers, it's no longer PomVom, is it? It was Pixolve back in the day, way back in the day. Then they rebranded it was still Pixolve but PomVom. And then now, I don't know who it is now, but But yeah, still coming soon. And then apparently the quality is poor. We are quite windy today, so I don't know whether the wind alarm's gone off regarding the bollies and the barriers. So it's going to be close. So we've got one down, or we've got two down. So this will be the last time you see this, I think. So you got three bollies down. So we've had an emergency stop, unfortunately, other than bollies. So the barriers are out, and half the bollies are up. We've got three bollies down. We've not got them all up today, so yeah. But then, like I say, this might be the last chance to come and see the bollies and the barriers, because they're not going to be out. When I come back in September, if these are still out, I'll be shocked. You might get, while I'm in Orlando, there might be quite nice weather, because the first week of September is normally quite nice. And I think we're going to get quite hot again soon, aren't we? Next week or something, when I'm in Orlando. So yeah, the bollies are out. Half the bollies are up, and some of the bollies are up, and the barriers are out. But that might be the last time. You don't know, do you? So on that note, I'm going to go. I'm going to assess the situation, and I'll come back to you. So see you in a bit. Ciao. Hello again. How are we? Evening. I thought I'd left my Coke somewhere and left it, but I hadn't. I left it in the car. So just gone and nipped back and got the Coke. So where were we? Right, there's an image I need to put in there of where they put the ice cream van. Hopefully they won't be doing that again, because if they do need to evac the park for any reason, you know, in emergency, it's going to cause hell, isn't it? It's going to cause all sorts. So yeah, it is fine, not an issue. But when I'll put it in for you. There you go. And also, I keep forgetting to say this, right? But I do it on. If you're not following me on socials, got Twitter Dean8001 X and Dean8001 with another 2 1s on Instagram, right? But if you've not got either of them, I just want to say thank you, because obviously you won't have seen me post, and I forget that obviously not everybody's got social media, so I need to put it in. So basically, next month we should get my first YouTube payout. So thank you. Even if you're only watching this video, thank you very much for watching this one, and you never see me again. Thank you very much. There you go. Oh, there's a shoe on the loose. There you go. Anyone? Bing bong boom. Would the owner of a shoe that's been left on the lawns please come and collect it? Thank you. Bing bong boom. There you go. So there's a shoe. So yeah, no, I digress. But there is a shoe. It's not a water bottle, but it's a shoe. How do you leave your shoe on the lawns? So there you go. But oh well. So yeah. So thank you very much. You know, and like I say, all proceeds that I do make will go straight back in the channel to obviously pay for equipment. So it's paid for Grandad Muffy. Look, there he is. He's on. Are we on? We're on. Sorted. We're on. Hey. So it pays for that, and then also mainly to keep these printed cards going. So if you do see me, because I've not given out many at the moment, nor have I given out any stamps, so if you do see me on park, come up to me and ask for a Spot Dean card and put an image there. I'm sure I've definitely got an image of one of them. And yeah, you can have a card, and then there's a big, well, I'd say a little Dean game, but it's kind of a big Dean game with T's and C's and all sorts, but it is a big massive Dean joke. And that's all it is. But it is a proper game, big massive T's and C's, but you get the gist and you get the joke. So there you go, and all the terms are on there. Look, I'll put it in there for you. Dean8010.uk/terms. There you go. And even the website's had an upgrade, because I had some hosting that was, I kid you not, £1 for a year. Only 99p or £1. It used to be £1 for life, but they changed the terms. Naughty, naughty, just like this place, kind of. And then it was £1 a year. So I rebought it, but then they had like a 20% offer on, so it was going to cost me 99p, I think, but it would have been 120 with that. So it was like 75p, 99p with the discount, but they've axed the whole thing now because hackers keep hacking it and just deleting it all, because it's happened twice. The whole server gets hacked for some reason. They've binned off the whole thing now, and now they gave me a £20 voucher to use for the first year. To move to this other like hosting, which was already on. It's like a reseller, so I'm gone to somewhere else that uses the same hosting that where I already was for me emails and stuff. So, and it's good, and I just think I've never known a company so on the ball with it. Good hosting, good, you know, all sorted, you know, and good customer service. Expensive if you go directly with them, but obviously a reseller's a bit cheaper. So obviously I'm with them. I've moved it all over for a year. Quite easy to move over. It's obviously, again, Dean rubbish website, Dean joke. It's the basic of the basic. I don't want a proper one because that wouldn't be the Dean joke then. I've learned all that myself, all the code, and I've learned that, and I've done it myself. Nobody's helped me. I learned it all. HTML back in the day, so that's why it's just bog standard. There was going to be a joke there. There's another toilet roll company called Bog Standard. I've asked them for like a little trial pack so I could put their image here, but they've not replied again. So there's nothing there to see. But Bog Standard, I just like the name again. Toilet paper called Bog Standard. There you go. But they didn't reply, so they can't have their. No. So we'll have to continue with Who Gives a Crap. But I've paid for that because I like that name. That's even better. So what we will do before the end of the season, I'll get that out again, and we'll just do a vlog basically saying, have they give a crap? What have they done? You know, that they give a crap about. Have they done it? Have they succeeded? You know, all that type of thing. And at the moment, yes, they've listened and they give half a crap. You know, within reason, what they can do with the money that they've got, obviously. But we'll save that for another day, if I remember. But that's another Dean idea. So yeah, I digress again. So thank you very much. So we've got enough watch hours. So if you are a budding YouTuber, you've got to push now and get your watch hours up to 4,000 watch hours before the beginning of Feb. Otherwise it does double, unfortunately, to 8,000. So you've just got to knuckle down and do them. Unfortunately, you will need at least a video per week to get anywhere near it. I mean, that's what I started doing at the beginning of this season, but then I did have a lot of watch hours in the back. I would have done it about 2 years ago because I did a Hyperion opening day live. That got me 218 hours and I was that close. But then by the time I started doing it again, that had been wiped. So I was so close before. And if I'd have known it was odd, you know, I only needed like 1,000, but I did that quite quick from the start of March because they kind of doubled, well, tripled, I think, the watch hours from March this year. So thank you very much, even if you're only watching this one and I'll never see you again. So on that note, I'll show you around. If you're enjoying this, stick around and I'll show you around Alton Towers in a different point of view, basically. You know, might be safe here, but it might not be safe around the park. But we're getting there one step at a time, aren't we? Because they are being fixed, you know, once they are highlighted. So on that note, I'll see you in a bit. Cargo's still here. It's quite warm. I might have to go back to the car yet again and put some sun cream on. So on that note, I'll see you, where shall we go? Down by Oblivion. Ta-ra. Smile always. Ta-ra. Hello again, how are we? So this is the second ride that's had issues. No screen on, but I hate to say it, it looks better with it off than it is on, the state of the panels that it's in. A bit like that, I'd rather them just leave it off, fix all the panels, switch it on next year. Because I think no one will notice that it's off. But if the panels were working, that would be a different story, but they're not. And it is noticeable now, almost all the way around it. So yeah, so this has been down a couple of days. and so has Nemi Reborn. And it took them about 2 days to fix. Major issues, needed a crane evening. So yeah, sadly the Peacock wasn't on the ball. They didn't go on the website for the 2 days. So yeah, but I think, like I say, the average that they've got to be closed is 3 days before it goes on the website, which still isn't good enough, because I still think that's a daily thing. But you have got the app to fall back on, because Universal didn't do anything for the 2 weeks closure for Stardust races. But I think the only one that I know is like a daily thing is Straight Manor. I think they're quite on top of that, being daily. Are we on? We're on. So yeah, so in my opinion, comment below what you think, but as the panels aren't working very well, leave it off. Get the panels fixed when you got some money, and then switch it back on next year and everybody will be happy because you fix the panels. And then it's all back up and running as it should be. Not a problem, is it? But obviously, you know, just fix the panels. I know it's budget and money and all sorts, but it is getting quite bad now. So, but I'm sure they'll turn it on and they'll ignore any of this advice. But in my opinion, you know, just switch it off until you can fix it. But if they can't fix it, or they don't want to spend the money to fix it, then that's when it gets switched back on, and then it looks awful. You know, no care in the world. So here you go, here it is. Here it is in the flesh. Boom, off. But off for a good reason, because I think it looks better. No point off having something on when it looks tatty. Comment below what you think. On that note, ta-ra, smile always. Ta-ra. Hello again, how are we? Evening. We're in the barren wasteland at the minute. So apparently there was going to be a fire show, if you saw on the old socials, because this was open for a private event, but apparently it got cancelled yet again. So one of the days we will get a fire show on that roof, one of the days, even if it's a lighter. That's a fire show in my eyes. You know, just flick an electronic lighter on, fire show, done, sorted. So yeah, all people are trying to get in. Sorry, boom, closed. Not till next year, if that. So yeah, so I've got a code for you, because this isn't on long. So this is only on till the 28th, this Minecraft. So I've got one more code for you to give away. So obviously you might have seen it in certain areas. So what I'm going to do is, in different bits, I'm gonna like get the random characters that go blah, 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 blah. And you've got different sections. So this is one section, and then obviously it's just gonna, what we got, clock's moved again, 5 to 5, 3:05 it is. So nowhere near, but we're earlier than normal, aren't we? Because normally it says 6 o'clock. So it is working, but it's not quite right. It's a good answer, but it's not right. On to the next catchphrase, Mr. Chips, there you go. So yeah, and obviously, so it's nearly Scarefest. Well, Halloween season, isn't it? So I'm going to try my best and get you a little bit more Halloween Horror Night footage and make it a bit, because normally all I do is go round, do a lap and film all the scare zones, but we'll try and get a bit more structure to that one. But yeah, so if you're watching this one, stick around and you get all Florida vlogs coming soon, next week. I need to work out how I'm going to do it regarding storage as well. So, but I need hair cutting, beard trimming, you know, so yeah. So it's not long, and by the time I come back, it will be nearly on, because it starts at the end of September, doesn't it? So yeah, and we've got our Halloween Horror Nights. But I've got a big quandary about Halloween Horror Nights. See whether they messed up. I don't think I've got a picture at the moment, but I'm sure I can nick a picture. So basically there's some structural damage with all the arches at no relation to Archie, the arches or the archers, but they're basically painting it at the moment, literally a few days before Halloween Horror Nights. Now I want to know, would that affect your experience getting in, of seeing no medallion and no posters? I'm not quite sure, but it's obviously not a good presentation, is it, when you've got major work gone? Apparently they brought it forward because it's major structural damage, so they've got to paint all the arches. But we'll keep you informed in that. You'll see that when I go. But as a welcome, here you go, welcome to Halloween Horror Nights. They've got projection on it, like red and purple, but it's all right. You can go through it still, but obviously it don't look good because it's almost filling up the whole arches, you know. But I don't know whether that's you know, oh, we just got to do it. It's a major. It's got to be done. Bad timing, you know, or is it okay? We just got to do it, and it doesn't affect operations, you know. Does that you know, affect your visit? I mean, it probably can your first time you see it, but you got to make do with it, haven't you? But then again, how much of this construction, as you'll probably see, which I'll show you, because Poseidon's Fury, all is not lost. Well, it is. Poseidon's Fury are all being bulldozed. It's really sad to see, to be fair. Poseidon's Fury gone, bulldozed, lost continent, all gone. But how much area in a park can you have under construction before it starts getting silly? You know. But obviously you've got the other coaster being built there, but then that's kind of all in areas that you wouldn't normally go in. So, but they've built that; it's already done. So yeah, then that was the aim, I think, get that built before Halloween Horror Nights. So on that note, talk about Halloween Horror Nights here at Scarefest. Well, here at Alton Towers. Soon will be Scarefest. See how it goes. Not, like I say, I've given up with Scarefest years ago. Back in the day, there used to be world-renowned, well, not, I wouldn't say world-renowned, but leaders of the game, leader of the pack, you know, and then, but slowly but surely, they went up a bit with obviously subspecies, right? We have a maze that's a bit more full-on. That went, and then since then, we've not really got there. And obviously, you can go to these external events and have a good time, or a better time. And then yes, it might only be one maze you're going for. You have a better experience, but you're not paying over the nose for it. Because obviously you've got to get in, and then pay a good whack, and I think it's about 100 quid. So yeah, but some people might like them, but I might do the new one once I've heard reviews of it. £195 that unlimited pass now, which is I think all day, not just the early slots. That I think is a bit too much, because at no point are you going to spend £195. Some people might, but you're not going to spend £195 if you didn't have the pass. That's my opinion. But yeah, they started way too cheap, but now I think we've gone too far the other end, the other way. I don't think Thorpe have announced whether they're doing theirs either. But on that note, 6-minute clip. See you in a bit. Clock's on. Work. I think it's working. I don't know. It might be. I don't know. Don't know whether it is. About 5 o'clock it says, but it's wrong. 10 past. I don't think it's moving. I don't know. But yeah, it's not right. And on that note, we'll see you in the Dark Forest. Ta-ra! And yeah, like I say, I'll get you. You can get a hat for one of these characters. I don't know how it works, but like I say, throughout the vlog, I'll put you each section in. So then that'll, like, randomly, all different random characters. That'll be that section, that section, that section, and then the end. And then you'll get the whole thing throughout the vlog. And then once you've got it all, you can use it. First person to get it. One code per Microsoft account, remember? And you can have it. You can get your hat. Get your hat on. So on that note, no, I was on about you can keep your hat on. You can keep your hat on. There you go. And on that note, I'm going. Tra. Hello again. So here we are at the Burger Kitchen. So IT's been out and added, oh, there's a dirty on there. I don't know whether you can see, but on all the screens, they've added who hide it out. Overberry. Evening, can you be quiet? Got the bloody seagulls all over the place. Yeah, and somebody's been and cleaned all the windows. So I suppose they had no choice really, especially if it's not customers. But even worse when you actually, they did a buffet in here. It says please queue over here, but yeah. So they put. I suppose it doesn't take much to put a little sign on it. So shall I hire it out so I can put my logo on there? I won't give them a penny. There you go. But no. But yeah, just so we can have the Dean 8001 logo on there. There you go. But you'd only get bacon rolls if I did that. Bacon rolls, chips, plain chips, no sauce, and cheese pizza, margherita pizza with ham on. That's about it, really. You know, proper food, proper simple food. But on that note, see you in a bit. Ta-ra, ta-ra. Hello again. 13 Spoon closed again. But looking forward to getting back on Hagrid's. I do like a bit of Hagrid's. Miss it all failing because they've really got that quite reliable now. I think it still has its issues. But the last few visits, not had an issue. Straight on it, full ride. But I do like when you you get stopped. When you get stopped, and then you see loads of trains everywhere, start the pinging off. You know, and then because it just restarts itself. You know, obviously it all stacks behind each other, obviously, and you know, and then when they reset it. But generally, it's been all right. But it did have quite a regular occurrence on the left-hand drop. You'd come in, but it had failed to come in properly, so it'd stop and then have to go back, and then it would miss, and then miss a line, and then error. So, and then that was a regular thing that I got back in the day, early days. But I think generally now it's pretty reliable. And pretty easy to get on now they've removed Express. About 50 to 75 minutes that we've been seeing. So again, that's a good Move. Again, greedy move to put it on in the first place, but it clearly doesn't work. Yeah, they've gone ahead and removed it again. So we'll have to see whether removing Express from Halloween Horror Night multi-day tickets has the same effect. Hopefully, because in the vlog that I did last year, go check that one out. I just think it's too busy to enjoy. Simple. But they are trying again. So last year they did. You could queue from 4. You got a wristband. Oh, that's a good point. While I need to talk about before actually the event starts. Not that anybody. I need to do it as a separate video really, but Halloween Horror Nights, just briefly tell you how to get, if you've got tickets, you've got multi-day tickets for Universal Studios, and then a ticket to get in Halloween Horror Nights, you've got access from 2 o'clock this year. That's all you need. So you need daytime entry to the park studios and a day ticket and a night ticket for Halloween Horror Nights, basically. If you haven't got one of them, you'll need a Scream Early ticket, as well as. I think that's how it works. They're $70. I'm just trying to rack my brains how it works. Yeah, because that's on top of your admission. So if you got data, yeah, because you have a Scream Early ticket, yeah. If you haven't got daytime entry, they charge you. I'll have to have a look at that. I'll be back to you, and I'll check. But it's like, so they're in the vlog now. They're in the vlog. Evening. How are you? They're in the vlog. There you go. Yeah, it's $70, but then that only gets you access from 2 till 6:30. Because I think you then need a ticket to then stay, but then that's just a Scream Early. But give me a second and I'll I'll sit on this bench down here and I'll assess the situation, because it is very complicated, but it's not complicated to most Brits, because you would already have a multi-day entry to that park anyway, so you're fine for the day, and then you need Halloween Horror Night entry as well. But I'll come straight back to you. I'll have a look now on it, and I'll come straight back to you, and then we'll carry on. Draw. Hello again, I'm back. I've checked it. So basically, it's all it is if you it's like normal, but it's if you haven't got access to the park during the day, you need a Scream early ticket. So you need a daytime park admission, an annual pass, or you upgrade to the Scream early ticket. That then, if you haven't got access during the day to that, you can get in at 2. And then you've got access from 2 till 6:30, but you do need access, you do need a full admission for the whole night as well. So it is an add-on, $70, but it's automatic for us, because we've obviously got the multi-night tickets for Halloween Horror Nights and multi-day tickets for the park itself. You're fine. And then it's automatic. You just get a wristband, because you'll show the daytime entry. Yeah, because you won't be able to get in. You'll already be in, and if you're in the park, basically you'll be all right. But you do need a HHN ticket, obviously, for that day, and then you can get in from 2. So, like I was saying, so last year it was Scream early as well, but you didn't need to pay. It was only like $30 to $50 then. Started at 4, but it grants you access to the park, but then you can get on all the rides till they're shut. You see, they're open till 5, so that's why it's $70, because you've got 2 till 5 and everything's open. Because they don't close till about 5. You see, it's 9-5 jobby, about like here. Very awful hours on a HHN day at Universal Studios, you see, when that event's on. So for most Brits, you'll be all right. You'll have a multi-day ticket for the park studios itself. Obviously, to ride the Hogwarts Express, you need You need a 2-part ticket, as it gets you into the other park. Without that, you can't go on. And then you've got that. You got your HHN ticket. That's it. You're in the park. If you're in there after 2, and it's HHN day, you're in. And then the staggered openings. So obviously it's gone from 4, but you could queue from 4 last year. And like watch the vlog, you'll see me sitting on the floor. But it's that hot over there. The tarmac is literally burning hot. So you're better off standing. So that was it. Before you know it, all these houses have all got stupid queues. So that's the first thing. So obviously what they've done this year is all the multi-day tickets, Express has gone, and then it opens at 2, but only for 3 houses. I can't remember which ones they are, but it's set in stone. Jack and Oddfellow, I think, 1 and 2 others, but we'll get to that when we get there. And basically, yeah, so they're trialing their best. So 3 houses are open from 2, and then some will open about 5, 5:15, bizarre times. But when I used to go back in the day, first thing, they'd all open at 6:30. Boom, none of this messing about early stuff. But it's that busy, they need to do it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, having a 12-hour event technically within reason, because it's 2 until 2 o'clock in the morning, you might be able to get through all the houses. In the last few years, see, this has got more wasparium than Toxicator, this has. There you go. So yeah, so it can work on there, but yeah. But the last few years, I've not done every house. I've done majority of them, but not done them all. But when they're so long and in the heat, even at night, it's just so oppressive still. And I just can't get my head around of doing absolutely nothing. Even in you do absolute nothing, it's still hot, so to speak. And by the time you get to like 10, well, I know when I get to about 10, 12 o'clock at night, I just have enough. And you're literally just queuing backwards and forwards in a queue line, and it's just oppressive. You get these nice fans that look like an alien, that are quite nice, but that cool you down. But no, but we'll try again this year, and try and do them all. So yeah, but I think within 12 hours, if you haven't got many doing Stay and Scream, but that's another thing that stopped as well, because it used to be quite awful, because you stayed and screamed, right? But then it would from 5 o'clock when the park shut till about 6:30 or 6 o'clock, you were penned in to a cattle pen grid, and you couldn't leave while they set HHN up, and you couldn't move. That was it, and that was just awful. Whereas that stopped now, you can all go through. So I don't know how they actually now get people out of the park, but I know you got the wristbands. So if you ain't got a wristband on, you're not part of the event, you see. Because to get a wristband, you'll probably need to be in the park and have a full day, HHN ticket for that day. So and then you can get access to 2 o'clock. So if you did want to just pop into studios and do Halloween Horror Nights and the rides, you can get in from 2 for £70, $70 extra, on top of obviously a daytime admission for HHN. So yeah, so that's what else we got Florida wise. So that's HHN for that, but most people will have multi-day tickets. So we're on, luckily, because that's a 6-minute clip. So yeah, but yeah, don't know, lost my train of thought. Battle Galleons is back open though, but when I walked past it last week, it was shut. Not a sausage. So yeah, so that's all your HHN stuff. That tips on that. Try and not go in hungry, because then you got to stop to eat just as it opens. But if you got multi-day, they're in the vlog now. They're in the vlog. Evening, they're in the vlog. So yeah, that's all your tips from HHN. Esther's, just check your Esther. If you go in at the beginning of September, while you're on and you got me blubbering on, go and get your passport out the drawer. I'm going to stay on with you. Check your Esther. So basically, go as I'm talking. Go and find you. They're in the vlog now. They're in the vlog. Evening. Go to your drawer. Find your passport, because you'll need it. Go to the Esther website. Make sure it is the Esther website. Google have now put in this is not a government website. If it's not a government website, find the official Esther website and go and check your status. Do it now while I'm on. While you're watching this, I'll let you. I'll let you off. So while you're on, I'm not going to move. I'm going to stay here, so you're not missing anything. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Just go and get your passport, at least your passport, and you can do it on another device while you're watching me on the telly. And to just check that you still, when you did your Esther, which you should have already done, but you need to apply 72 hours before. Not any later, but it should be pretty instant. And just check it still says approved, authorisation. Still doesn't mean the fairy's going to let you in. Obviously, hopefully you know who the fairy is, but she's getting old now, so she needs that app to help her. But I can lean on this. So while you're finding the passport, even if you do it when you've finished watching me. So find your passport. That's made no difference, does it? I'm shaking. Yeah, go and find your passport and check. If you've got your application number, you don't need your passport. But I bet you ain't got your passport, so you need all your data for your passport, and just go and check. Go on the website and it says check Esther status, and just check it still says it. Not that it will do, but if it doesn't, and not emailed you. They should have emailed you. If they cancelled it for some reason when they initially said it was approved, then yeah, they should have emailed you. It wouldn't say what it is. It just says that there was a status change. So yeah, do that now, and then you'll be not that anyone will say not approved when it did say approved. But it's worth a check at least, just to keep your mind at rest. So I'll let you go and do that. We're going to see if the finger's been come out and the fire's on. I don't think so. We'll stay on. This front fire doesn't seem to be very well, but the other one might be on. So yeah, that's 10-minute clip. So like I say, you can come back to me now. If you haven't found your passport, you're too late, because we're going to carry on. So on that note, we'll get you a bit of clip of the Old Wicker Man. Ta-ra! Hello again, how are we? Got some people that want to say hello, and then they're going to say bye, I think. But it's not bye, but it's ta-ra, isn't it? So here they are, hello? Yeah, and what do we say when we end it? Ta-ra! See you in a bit, ta-ra! Ta-ra! Hello again, here at the Wicker Man, here he is. But would you believe it, last week, I must have been, again, that close to being in the area from a fire alarm activation. You can't make it up, can you? I was here at 5 to 3, and at some point at around 3 o'clock, it went off again. So they need to get the finger out and have a look at that fire panel for good. You know, so yeah, it still causes them a little issue every so often, doesn't it? But if they get it fixed properly, won't be an issue, will it? So no fire on. They didn't get the finger out and get the fire on, I'm afraid. So yeah, evening. So we'll see you in a bit, and we'll head up Catania Canyon. Ta-ra! Hello again, how are we? Evening. We're not grounded. Another week, really going well. Also tickets, make sure your tickets are already added to your app. Quite straightforward. Universal, there's just a big long barcode. Add that from your PDF. Bit more complicated with Disney, I think. You have to go on the website, mydisneyexperience.com or whatever it is. Log in with your account, and then you can, the reference, if you use Traction Tickets Direct, there's a barcode there, and it's your customer reference thing. Look, load of letters in it, add that to it, assign your ticket to the person, and then it should show in the app then. And then, like I say, then once you've done that, you can then add your express pack, well, your mobile something, whatever it's called, mobile entry, and you just basically add your ticket to your phone. So even if your phone is switched off and died, you should be able to use your phone that's dead to get entry to Disney, because it's got an express mode on it, you see. So you don't need to unlock your phone to go boop and get into Disney. Looking forward to getting back to Disney, because you got Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Looking forward to getting back on that. That's a Dean ride. So yeah. So let's see what else there is down here. If I can hold out, it's 4 o'clock now. Slow walk back down to Cotgo, and I'll have the last steak and chips. Because if I don't have one now, I never will. So yeah. So we'll have to see. So on that note, see you in a bit. Ta-ra! Ta-ra! Hello again from the Odinemi. Probably the last summer evening that we're going to get. One of them, because I don't think there'll be many left. Because it's dying. You might get one, like I say, beginning of September. You might get a week, but it's going to be drawing in quite soon. The Odinemi on an hour wait. 60 minutes. There you go, 60 minutes. Shall we get you one? So yeah, it's weird how they're both gone down quite quick together. As soon as this one was fixed, the other one went. Both lift hill issues. But how quickly they got them back were quite impressive, to be fair. A couple of days. That's how it should be. No more than 3, really. Should be prepared for most failures. There you go. Oh, Nemi for you. It's a shame though, really, that as we've gone on, I have no desire to ride these rides anymore. I will have obviously in Orlando, but these local ones, not too fussed about now. But it's a shame. But are we on? We're on. We're on. Very loud. Yeah, lovely evening. Not quite evening. It's 4:05. Not quite evening yet, but it is. It is always evening to me. But officially, it's not evening yet. That happens after 6 o'clock until bedtime. That's the evening. So yeah, it's a shame. You know, I obviously look into all the new rides, and then when the novelty wears off, that's it. But I'm an old man now. You know, been doing it too long now. But I like to make an effort now. If I make an effort and we go away, that's different. But here, I'm not making an effort, so there's no effort made, you see, to get on them. So yeah. Evening. So we'll head slowly back down to the lawns, where I'll try and get... Evening, here they are, they're in the vlog. How are you? Evening. They're in the vlog. Tra. Hello again, how are we? So it's a bit of change of plan, last minute change of plan. So I was going to have food here, but you don't get much for £13, even with your discount. I've got 5 minutes to wait. So I'm going Spoons and meeting somebody at Spoons now. So wrapping up the vlog, got to do Peacock Pin. So I'll shove Peacock Pin after this. Obviously this will be round 5, and then I'll do one more round at Orlando, which will be next week. I haven't emailed, as I'm recording this, I haven't emailed everybody out, but I will do before this goes out. So you will get an email on that one. Who was entered for round 4. So yeah, so the wheel of names will go in after this, and then it will just end. Because I don't think there's anything else, is there? So no, and yeah, I've just done the thumbnail while I'm waiting, but obviously that was before that. I don't need food here. I've got a Coke now that I didn't need, but you're not the end of the world. So yeah, on that note, here's Peacock Pin. I'll do it. I'll record it. I'll screen record it somehow and chuck it in. If I don't, it'll be live from the bedroom again. So on that note, I'm going. See you in Orlando. Ta-ra. See you next week. Ta-ra. Ta-ra.
Don't get fobbed off. 50 fobs will be hidden, one per video, until I run out of fobs. So don't get fobbed off.
Hello again, are we on? We're on. Nearly forgot to fob you off. So it's back in that tree, behind the tree. Another one in there for you. I know somebody's going to come Thursday for it. Somebody's asked, they're going to visiting Thursday and may get it, so might have to get there before Thursday. Who knows, but it's there for the taking. Might do a bonus one for you at some point. So first come, first serve. It's there for you. Up the tree, just about there. So first come, first serve. Don't get fobbed off. On that note, see you in Orlando. Ta-ra!
La de bum bum. La de bum bum bum.